you guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Sakshi and today I have created this makeup look for you guys. Before jumping into the video, I'd like to shout out my dear subscribers who requested this video, and this look is especially for you. And if you like this look, don't forget to comment down below and let me know. And one last thing that I wanted to before jumping into the video is wishing you all a very happy new year. I also wanted to thank each and every one of you who have subscribed to my channel and keep tuning back in and viewing my content, liking my content. Thank you so much, you guys. It means a lot to me. I hope you have a wonderful New Year's Eve wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you next year. Bye. Okay, I'm going to start with my eyes first. For today's look, I will be using two palettes. The first one is the Nude by Huda Beauty, and the second one would be my Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 Edition palette. For today's look, the first thing that I'll be doing is priming my eyes. Now, I do not own an eye primer specifically, but I will be using a concealer to prime my eyes. So I'm just going to take a little bit and dab it onto my eyes. Both my eyelid, actually, not my eyes. And then taking a brush, I'm just going to pat that across. Alright, you guys, I'll be starting off with my Huda Beauty palette. Unfortunately, this palette doesn't come with a name, so I'll be taking the first shade. It's a pinky brownish shade and it works really well as the transition shade. I'm just taking that on a fluffy brush and then I'm putting that on my crease, as you can see. I'm just building up this color slowly, step by step, until I'm happy with the way it looks. Now, once I'm happy with the blending, I'm going to take a darker brown color. In this case, I've used Comfort Zone from Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to put that on my crease as well. I will start from the outer end of my eyes and work my way towards inner corner. I am using the same technique, slowly building the color step by step. Now, once I'm happy with the blending, I am going to take a new brush. Here I'm using PAC 392 blending brush, and I'm going to take a darker color. In this case, I've used Homebody from Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm just going to focus that on the outer corner of my eyes. I will be creating a V shape towards the end of my eyes to give my eyes some definition, and just going to build up this color until I'm happy with the way it looks. Now I'm going back again with the pinky brownish shade from Huda Beauty palette and the first brush that I used, and I'm just going to blend everything in. The key here is blending, you guys. You will have to go back and forth with all the colors that you have used, and you'll just have to blend everything seamlessly in. Next, I will be using a black kohl pencil. This one is from L'Oreal. I am just going to line my lid with it so that it serves as the base for my black eyeshadow that I will be putting up next. Now, you do not have to be very precise with this. Just make sure you do not take this all the way up to your crease, and that's because we still want some of our brown eyeshadow that we have put earlier to show once we blend this black eyeshadow. Now I'm just going to take a smaller brush and blending that kajal into my eyeshadow. I just want everything to look seamless before I go in with my black eyeshadow. Now, taking the same brush, I'm going to take this black color called Temptress from Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to slowly start placing it on top of our kajal base. Just going back with my brush, which I have used to blend my brown eyeshadow, I'm just going to blend everything in. You have to make sure that you spend some time on blending, because we have used black eyeshadow. It's really difficult to blend it seamlessly sometimes, and therefore give some time to blending until everything looks seamless. Now once I'm happy with the blending, I'm going to take this glitter shadow from Stila. You can obviously use any glitter shadow or even glitter eyeliner if you have, and I'm going to use this as an eyeliner. Because I was thinking this look was a little bland for me, I went ahead with this shimmery eyeshadow as my liner, and oh my god, I absolutely loved it. And this is how it looks on my both eyes. I absolutely loved it. Alright you guys, now that my eyes are 80% complete, I'm going to put some color on my under eyes once I have completed my base makeup. So let's leave that for now. Let's begin with our base makeup. Alright you guys, in this video I have made it a point that I use majority drugstore product that you can actually use in a party makeup. These are long lasting makeup and it will last you throughout the night. Of course I do not have everything drugstore here because I do not own few of the items from drugstore, but I'll try to give you a drugstore alternative where possible throughout the video. Now starting off with the primer, I do not have a drugstore primer and therefore I'll be using my Too Faced Hangover Primer. Apologies for all the noise that you'll be hearing. There's so much noise going on around me. I have tried to film this video 2 times already and that's why I just have to do it today. Now once I have applied my primer, I'll let it sit on my skin for 2 to 3 minutes before moving on to the foundation. Now today's foundation of choice is Maybelline Superstay 24 Hours Foundation. This is a very good full coverage foundation. I feel like it's very similar to Huda Beauty foundation that I used in my last video. However, I feel like this foundation is a little bit more matte than my Huda Beauty foundation. Now because this is very matte for my skin, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix a little bit of oil in it so that it gives that hydrating boost to my skin. Now the oil that I'm using is the Sali oil, but you can use any oil or even a highlighter if you want. So I'm just going to put 2 drops of it, not much. I'm going to mix it with my hand and then I'm going to dot it on my face like so. Then I'm going to use my Real Technique sponge and just blend it in. I feel like this foundation is really good for oily skin girls out there. I personally do not reach out for this foundation often because it's a little too drying for my skin. But it's actually a very good foundation if you want to wear it for a party wear, because I've actually seen that it lasts on my skin for a very long time. And then I'm just taking whatever is left on the back of my hand and just blending that on my neck. You can see the shine that the oil gives me, so I would highly recommend, if you have skin type like mine, mixing it with some oil or highlighter before blending it into your skin. Today's choice of concealer is NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer. I actually go back and forth with this concealer. I love this concealer and I also hate this concealer. The reason I like this concealer a lot is because it has yellow tones in it, as you can see, which I feel like helps brightening up the under eyes. Now whenever you use a dark eyeshadow like I have done today, make sure you take time to blend your under eyes seamlessly like I am doing today, just because the total focus of your look is going to be on your eyes and you do not want your under eye to ruin that. So I'm just taking the same sponge and I'm blending this seamlessly. And if you want to just tidy up your shadow, just take whatever is left on the tip and just try to draw this line like so. Now the reason I don't like this concealer is because it dries up so quickly, and that's the reason why I'm doing one eye after another. Once it's set, it just sets. It's impossible to blend this thing. And that's why I've also used this for today's look, because once the concealer is blended nicely and it sets, it will not budge. And that's what we want in a party look. Now I'm going to take another concealer. It's from CoverGirl, and I'm going to put it on the high points of my face and also on the shadow areas under my eyes, just to give me a little bit more brightness. You can totally skip this step if you're happy how your under eyes is looking. So just a tiny bit. And then here, bridge of my nose, cupid's bow, and my chin. And with the same sponge, I'm going to blend it all. You see how I'm not spreading the concealer across my eye, and that's because I really want the concealer to brighten just this part, and that's why I'm focusing it on that area. Now that I'm happy with how my concealer is looking, I'm going to set it with a powder. And for today, I will be choosing Fit Me powder by Maybelline. I think this is the best powder in drugstore. I absolutely love this powder, you guys. You do not need any other powder if you have this powder. So I'm just going to take a little bit on my sponge, and then I'm just going to press it under my under eyes. I'm not baking it, I'm just pressing the powder. The only problem with this powder, it's get really messy. Now I'm not going to set my entire face because I feel like this foundation is a little too drying for my skin anyway, and it gives me a matte look. But if you have extremely oily skin, then go ahead and set the entire face. Now that our base makeup is complete, I will move on to contouring. And for today, I will be using this L'Oreal Glam bronzer. It also comes with a highlighter. I actually do not prefer the highlighter too much, but I love this bronzer. I also love Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Oh, that one is like my holy grail product. So if I have to select one bronzer, I would go with the Butter Bronzer, but this one is really good as well. The thing that I love about this bronzer is it's not too pigmented, therefore it gives you the flexibility of adding more bronzer if you like as you go. Up next is a blush, and today I'll be using L'Oreal's blush. This is in the shade Peach Blush, 160 Peach Blush. I feel like L'Oreal is a little pricey for a drugstore, don't you think so? To be honest, I've stopped calling L'Oreal as a drugstore product. It's just too expensive for a drugstore product, I feel like. And since this is a party makeup, highlight is a must. I am using my favorite PAC 04 highlight, also because this is the only drugstore highlight I own, but I absolutely love this. I actually use this on my high-end highlighter sometimes. I love this highlight, you guys. Just taking a little bit on this brush and then putting it on top of my cheek. Oh, do you see that? Wow. It's so gorgeous. So on the bridge of my nose. Now I'm going to take my beauty sponge and just blend everything in. Alright you guys, now that our base makeup is almost done, I'm going to go back to my eyes. Now I'm going to use the same brush and the same colors that I have used to blend my crease, and I'm just going to pop that under my eyes. The first color I'm going to put under my eyes is Comfort Zone. Just like so. Now I'm going to take this brush and the black shadow, a little bit of black shadow, and I'm just going to blend that into my eyes. Now I'm going to take my Fendi eyeliner and I'm going to just pop that in my waterline. I do not have a drugstore alternative for this one, but take any white or beige eyeliner that you have and pop that in your waterline. Now for my mascara today, I'll be using the Sensational mascara from Maybelline. I absolutely love this mascara. So I'm just going to pop that. You can obviously use falsies if you have. I do not have one. I never use falsies, therefore I do not have one. But yeah, falsies would be a great option for this look. And finally moving to lipsticks, you guys. I have two options for you guys. The first one is my favorite. This is Maybelline Superstay lipstick in the shade Enjoy the View 20. I love this lipstick. This is my everyday nude. And then I also have NYX Liquid Suede in the shade 07. I'm going to mix both of these, but yes, feel free to use any nude lipstick that you love. And the last step is setting your spray. I will be using Mario Badescu spray. This is not a setting spray by any means, but I actually love using this. Now, it is a controversial product because I've heard that this contains ingredients that are not good for your skin, but I actually like this spray a little too much. But you can use any drugstore spray that you have. Make sure you use a setting spray because that will just lock everything in to last your entire party. And that's the final look, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Bye.